Okay, so now that I've got the ADS-B in the plane and that's all set and ready to go, my next thing is I wanted to add a little bit of glass to the panel. I have a very basic panel here. Let me just show you real quick. Okay, so as you can see, this is my panel as it is right here. Got the typical things. I got the oil pressure, RPM gauge, analog. I got my airspeed, altitude, vertical speed, turn coordinator, and then for some other things, I got the MGL engine monitor over there. Got my radio, transponder. So the plan is for the iPad mount, temporarily, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try this out, see how it works. I don't know how it's gonna work with the heating, but I've got some Velcro. Basically what I'm gonna do is just put some Velcro in on the plane. I don't know if you've seen it. I got it on there already, right there. So I'm gonna put some Velcro in on the panel right there, and then I'm gonna put some Velcro on the back of the iPad, and it's basically just gonna pop right on there. That's the plan. I'm gonna try it out, see how it works. Eventually I would like to redo the whole panel, but I just don't have the time or the money right now to do that. So I'm gonna hold off on doing that, and maybe in a couple annuals or so, maybe I'll tackle that project, do the whole panel, rewire, all that good stuff. But for now, hopefully this will work and it will hold. It should. This is like industrial grade Velcro, so it should hold pretty good. But if it doesn't, my next plan would be to get a RAM mount or something of like that sort, just so I can mount it onto the panel itself and have it'll just come out. It won't sit flush. Unfortunately, the flush mount that they make won't fit. It's just a little bit too small. The iPad itself, and it's the iPad mini, it barely fits right there. So I've already got the Velcro on the plane. I'm gonna slap the Velcro onto the back of the iPad right quick, and then I'm gonna get in the plane and throw it on there and see how it looks. Okay, so I've got the iPad and I've got the Velcro on the back. So like I said, hopefully, this is an older iPad anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me, but hopefully it doesn't get ruined as far as like overheating or anything like that. And if it does, a new iPad is cheaper to buy than the whole new panel right now. So I just wanted to try this out. If it don't work, overheats or whatever, anything like that, then I'll know I need to get the RAM mount and do it that way. But for the time being, I'm going the Velcro route, see how it goes. All right, so let's see if we can get it on there. Oh yeah, that's gonna stick very nice. So you can see how snug it fits in there. It's up and running. I haven't decided what EFB I'm going to use. I'm used to running ForeFlight. I just let the subscription run out while I was fixing the airplane because I didn't have the use to, didn't want to pay for it and not use it. So, but I'm probably going to keep using ForeFlight. While I do have the Sky Beacon, which is the ADS-B out, I also went ahead and got the Sky Sensor, which is the ADS-B in. I went ahead and got it because it matches both wings. The lights will be the same, so it cosmetically it'll look right. It won't look weird with having, you know, a different strobe on this wing versus that one, or nav lights or anything like that. It'll match. It'll look good cosmetically, and it's also useful as far as the ADS-B for, you know, traffic, and then also I get weather off of it. So very useful. But I also have. I don't have it with me, but ForeFlight Sentry unit. I would use that for ADS-B in or anything like that. But the one thing the Sky Sensor lacks is the AHRS information for synthetic vision. Especially in here, I would like to use it because it'd be so much more useful on this panel with synthetic vision, and have that, basically that secondary backup of information. So what I'll more than likely do is still use my Sentry unit with ForeFlight so I can have the synthetic vision, and then I guess I'll just have redundancy as far as ADS-B in, weather, and stuff like that. So, but as pilots, who doesn't want to be on top of the weather, you know, especially if you're in the air already and you got stuff here that can get it. Like if my Sentry unit crapped out on me, I got the ADS-B in the sky sensor. I could get my information from that via Wi-Fi to the EFB, or if for some reason my sky sensor, you know, just nixed out. You know, I got my sensor unit for the iPad or for ForeFlight. So I always have weather right there at the fingertips. I haven't bought a new ForeFlight subscription yet because, well, I'm waiting till basically the last minute because, as we all know, ForeFlight is expensive and I'd rather not pay for it and then not fly. So I'm really waiting to buy it as soon as I'm ready to fly. But I've poured up an image of how I plan to run the synthetic vision with the moving maps and all that stuff on my panel. So let's see what that's gonna look like. This is the best image I could find. So that's my plan, have synthetic vision, you know, split the screen and have the moving map on the other side. On ForeFlight, it should take up the whole iPad mini screens. So as you can imagine, that will be absolutely perfect. So having the ADS-B in the plane, having the iPad in the plane, I'm just almost ready to go. Just got a few more things to tweak. I'll just need to get a flight review and then we'll be in the air soon.